welcome to my kitchen. My name is Sandra. Today I'm sharing with you a recipe that I was experimenting with yesterday. I filmed it just in case it turned out good so I could share it with you. And needless to say, it turned out delicious. So let's get going. To a bowl, I added 1 pound of lean ground beef, 1 egg lightly beaten, some finely diced onion, I used a large onion, and 1 package of onion soup mix. I used my chopper tool to help with mixing the ground beef mixture and then finished off with my wooden spoon. Next, I patted out 4 patties, dusting each one in flour, and then setting them on a plate and setting aside. Moving over to my Instant Pot, I select the Saute function and allow the pot to come up to heat. The screen on the Instant Pot will say hot when it's ready. Once the pot is heated, I added a little drizzle of oil to my pan. I'm using avocado oil, but I'm sure you could use whatever you have on hand. And then I add the hamburger patties to the pot. I allow them to get a light sear on one side before removing them to a plate and repeating the same process for the other side. Once the other side is browned, I click cancel on the Instant Pot to stop the cooking function. In a measuring cup, I have 2 cups of water to which I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of beef gravy mix. Now I believe this averages out to 1 package if you buy your gravy mix in the packages. I whisk together until it's mixed well and then I add it to the Instant Pot. I use my spatula to help stir around the gravy mixture and to loosen the particles that may have stuck on the pan. And I also added 1 can of drained mushrooms to the pot. Now I add my wire rack and then place the beef patties on the rack. I place the lid on the Instant Pot and make sure that it is set to the sealed position. Next, I click on the pressure button, click in on the round dial to select custom, and then I set the time for 10 minutes. Then click start. Once the pot has come up to pressure, the timer will count down, and then I will do a quick pressure release. The Instant Pot will tell me on the screen when it's safe to open the lid. Once I remove the lid, I test the internal temperature of the patties to make sure they were cooked through. And then I attempt to remove the patties. This wasn't one of my brightest moments, to say the least. Next time I will remove the patties first, then the rack. I wanted to stop here for a moment and tell you that, I have bloopers all the time. I could have went back and restaged this like I was just getting the patties out again, and you would have never noted my blunder. But you know what? Sometimes it's just best to keep it real. But moving on. To the side, I make a thickening slurry by adding 2 tablespoons of cold water and 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, and I mix them well. I return to the Instant Pot and select the Saute button, and once I see the pot come up to a gentle simmer, I slowly whisk in the thickener. Once it started thickening up, I click cancel on the Instant Pot. It doesn't take long to start getting thick at all. I return the beef patties back to the pot and turn to coat each patty in the brown gravy. I serve this hamburger steak with mushroom gravy over a serving of mashed potatoes. This will be a regular rotation meal here at home. It's so simple but so good. I thank you for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next video.